top 10 spookiest things in WoW. Now I can finally eat my sandwich. We did need to take a leveling break. It's perfect. Oh, I like the sounds already. Thank you for the prime, Chris.
It's that time of year. There's something in the air. Something off.
The sandwich, ham is on it, cheddar cheese,
People are going to costume
remoulade,
parties, and you?
cucumber.
Well, you're sitting in front
tomato.
of your computer listening to me talk about World of Warcraft.
Yeah, true.
Now, that's scary.
Oh.
Well, let's at least make the best of it. Never mind the fact that this stuff is all over the internet, and you've probably seen it 1,000 times before. But this is the top 10 spookiest, scariest spooks in World of Warcraft. Zombies. Not just any zombies, though. Can you guess this location? Some
Where's
of you may have
this?
said Westfall, and you'd be right. One of the more revolutionary things with the game at the time of its release were day and night cycles. The World of Warcraft is, well, a world.
I didn't know
As
there's
described in their
zombies in
2001 preview
Westfall.
of the game, they wanted to make it seem like a world, and one of their main ways of doing that was to change it as time goes on. As the sun goes down and the skies darken, in the town of Moonbrook will stir something a bit more nefarious than some simple bandits. The vultures that normally reside in the graveyard outside of town take
I was there
shelter
yesterday. I went
as
into
the undead
DM.
rise from their graves and search for their next meal. This ghoulish transition isn't unique to Moonbrook, however.
Will they come?
Located
didn't
in
know.
the Silver Pine Forest, just outside of the Shadowfang Keep dungeon, is the Pyrewood Village. By day, a quiet town of villagers just
was there
going about their
yesterday,
normal lives. However, as night turns... That's right, furries. If you dare to move forward,
Dude,
let's
not
move
furries.
on to number 9.
Fuck. Yo.
At number 9, we have the Noosemen. You can find these guys hanging around in various zones in the game.
I've
In
seen
the
that a few
appropriately named
times.
Deadwood Pass, which eventually held the Karazhan raid, and also outside the Scarlet Crusade stronghold in the Tirsfell Glades, you'd find the bodies of non-believers hanging in the trees as a word of warning for those who don't abide by the cult strictures.
Yo.
Rated T for teen, or rather, terrifying.
Your courage will fail. Your friends will abandon you. Death is close.
No, that wasn't the voice in your head that you normally hear. That was the voice of the old god Cthulhu.
Ooh,
Housed in the
Cthulhu!
ancient temple of Ankh-Kiraj lies the god of madness and chaos, and working your way through his minions, he'll periodically shit-talk you like a 9-year-old on Xbox Live, spooking unsuspecting raiders.
You are weak. You are already
I
dead.
didn't know Cthulhu would sound like this. I only know him from the Hearthstone card.
I boned your mom.
Oh wait, that was
These
not his
whispers
voice.
for a time
It was a
were
joke.
implemented
Fuck.
into the popular add-on Deadly Boss Mods. If you were attacked while AFK,
believed
you
it,
would play this
man!
line while you're all tapped out in Wowhead
will
or watching pornography.
Fuck.
And this caused many players to question their sanity, and countless threads were created searching for answers. It was eventually removed from the add-on since it caused such a stir. The old god isn't the only one with the bants, though. The Ashbringer, Alexandros Mograine, also has a lot to say. His death was marred with betrayal and desecration, having been stabbed in the back by his own son, with his own weapon even, the Ashbringer. This
And that
treachery
comic was
cursed
really
the
good.
raid,
What?
and Mograine himself was raised from the dead to serve in Kel'Thuzad's undead army. Players can obtain the corrupted Ashbringer in the next Ramus raid, and while equipped, you would periodically hear whispers from Ogren's lost soul.
Yo. Is that a carpet with a human face? Human face leather?
Puts the lotion on its skin. It's kind of funny. You murder some bunnies, make some clothing out of their hide, and no one bats an eye.
What the
But
fuck?
you make just one null tent made out of human skin, and everyone loses their crap. That's right. You know all of those null camps in the game? Look closely at their tents, and you'll uncover the shocking truth.
Is that true or is that edited? What? Nah, that's edited. There's no way.
You ever wonder what happens to the bodies of the low-level humans who fell victim to the mighty Hogger? Bring companions
That's fake,
and remind
it's
yourself
fake.
that overconfidence is a slow
I have
and
to check.
insidious killer.
What are you doing, my son? Succeeding you, father.
Oh, that's Arthur's killing his dad! We just talked about that. Ooh.
Patricide, the killing of one's own father. Preceding the events of World of Warcraft, there's a prince by the name of Arthas Menethil, the son of Tyrannus Menethil and heir to the throne. He was an ordained paladin in the Order of the Silver Hand and fought for justice and defended the weak. His story, however, was marred with heartbreak.
Check, Arthas did nothing
madness,
wrong.
and
He just
betrayal.
tried to...
In
He
his
just
youth,
tried
he
to
uncovered a
get
plot
rid of
by
the scourge,
dreadlord
man.
Mal'Ganis to turn the citizens of his hometown, Stratholme,
Yeah.
into undead through the consumption of poisoned foodstuffs. He rushed back to the kingdom to warn them, but it was too late, and the entire city had to be purged.
And his dad did not
The
help him
citizens turned
purging,
as
man.
he warned, and he and his paladins had the grisly task of massacring them.
Fucked up.
He was driven mad by the ordeal, and in a quest for revenge
He was
against
betrayed by his
Mal'Ganis,
own dad.
he uncovered the runeblade Frostmourne, the weapon of the ruler of all undead, the Lich King. He wielded the cursed blade to aid him in his quest for revenge, and was able to slay the Dreadlord in one-on-one combat. The victory, however, was hollow, as the last of his sanity slipped away, and the cursed sword took hold of him. Under the influence of Frostmourne and the Lich King, he slayed his companions and returned to the kingdom. The crowd rejoiced its champion as he walked through the halls leading to the throne room, showering him with rose petals and ringing the bells in celebration. The cheers of joy and admiration quickly turned to horror as he drove Frostmourne through his own father's heart and unleashed the undead upon his own people. They say the dead don't lie, and vestiges of the past can be found in-game. In the Undercity, if one turns up their ambience to the max and listens very carefully, in the bell tower, you can still hear the joyous ringing marking the prince's return.
Hmm.
In the hallway leading up to the throne room lay still the rose petals that once showered the prince. And
Yeah,
in the
everyone
throne
wants a
room,
Warcraft
You can hear the
series.
dialogue between Arthas and his father,
Be so
moments
sick.
before he ruthlessly murdered him.
Is that true? Is that still in the game? Yo, Elwyn Forest. Ooh, Goldshire.
The Elwyn Forest, a place of tranquility, and caves that look like, well hey, they always said that Azeroth was a female titan. Be careful though, this one is infested with critters. There are some really hard quests in there, so you better wear lots of protection. Anyways, the children of Goldshire. Wandering about the forest,
There's
you can
something
find
with the
6
children?
and that's Aaron, Cameron, Lisa, Jose, John, and Dana. They seem innocent enough, but looking closely, you'll notice that they walk in the pattern of a pentagram. And what's more, at 7 a.m. every single day, they'll make their way to the secluded house near Crystal Lake and begin their satanic ritual.
What?
If you turn your sound levels up, you'll hear spooky music, banshee screams, ghoul calls, all manner of demonic noises. Even Cthulhu joins in on the fun.
You will die.
No way. That's not real.
Just as quick as they came, they disappear and begin the ritual again and again, every day at 7 a.m. But there lies
Even the
more
Cthulhu
horror in the
bit?
seemingly innocent zone. After a long day of questing, adventurers can take refuge in the town's inn, refresh on
What?
food, relax by the cozy fire. However, for one server in particular, you'll find a completely different experience. In the deepest depths of debauchery lies the Moonguard Goldshire Inn, where those who enter leave with trauma and sticky feet. What's going on over here? Oh, good lord. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Let's just go over here.
That
Truly,
scream was
one
so
of the most
bad.
horrifying areas in the entire game.
Ah!
The next Ramus raid, home of the Lich Lord, Kel'Thuzad, and all manner of undead, necromancers, and abominations. In the room at the far end of the raid, locked behind an iron gate, lies the most gruesome and grotesque being of them all, waiting.
You are too late.
Stitched together
Who's
from the
this?
corpses of women and children lies a creature named Thaddeus, an amalgamation of flesh made
Wait!
to serve the Lich King in death.
It's also a Hearthstone
This
card.
malformed atrocity serves as the prison for the souls of the victims of the Scourge, whom can be heard crying for a release into the afterlife. You know those cries that you hear throughout the raid?
No. Chat, watching
little
this,
known,
I
but
can't
the truth
believe
is
that
the
there's
comfortable
actually no
souls
Warcraft
trapped within
series.
Thaddeus.
Like,
These whales can
it's
be
so
heard throughout the halls
good.
of the Ziggurat
there's
to
so many
horrify invading
there's so many angles you could take for a Warcraft series. Like, so easily. You could have like 10 seasons and it would all be amazing. The holy shit. You can just do like a little bit of about like undeads. You can do, okay, torrents are probably boring, but I don't know. You can go into the lore of every race. Just do like
adventures
little
and
shit.
serve as a warning of a fate that they
And it
too
wouldn't be
may
enough.
meet.
It's true. Tarn Park.
Next, we
I would,
have a room
I would
that's
love
so
Tarn
dark
too.
and so messed up that it was never even meant to be seen by players. Hidden behind the unreleased
But I feel like,
Karazhan raid and
undead would be
Deadwind
like
Pass
really
are
like
the Karazhan
scary and
crypts.
shit.
These are locked behind an iron gate, barring players from entry, and only by purposefully dying and spirit resurrecting through the gate could you gain entry. Inside lays a huge labyrinth filled with tombs.
Why don't they do
bones,
it?
Gravesites.
Dude, wasn't Blizzard bought by like Microsoft? This Omega rich or not? Why don't just do it? I feel like it would be really successful. Shit. Fuck.
And the
Ryan
deafening
did
silence of the dead. A pile of bones marks the site of a cruel execution room. At the entrance of the crypt is a black hole whose bottom can't be seen by the naked eye, And those unlucky enough to fall down, however, would find themselves in a room called the Pit of Criminals. Supposedly, the last guardian, Medivh, would use this well to execute lawbreakers, being forced to jump to their doom, where their bodies were left to rot with the bones of those before them.
The movie did bad.
Nonetheless,
The issue with the movie is, like, there's no way you can fit all this lore into 2 hours. You know, like, there's no way. You need, like, a series. Then you have a little bit more time. Like, just like League did. It was so good.
Paled in comparison
And League is such a, like,
upside down
small
sinners.
story compared to this. You could do so much. Chat, in our lifetime it will come still,
Venturing
right?
further into
It will
the
come
crypts,
for
we
sure.
happen upon a body of water.
Like 40
On
years,
the
maybe?
surface, the waters are calm and serene. However, in the depths,
Ooh, what the
the
fuck?
room of upside down
Imagine
sinners
this
is the
in a,
second
in
known
a
execution
series.
chamber, purposed to end the lives of criminals,
Holy fuck.
trespassers, or anyone deemed to be a sinner in Medivh's twisted madness. The bodies lay there still to this day, and the waters are forever calm and as silent as a grave. The only sound you hear are your own footsteps, and if you turn up your ambience enough,
Chad, we saw a lot of oilers in the past 2 days here. Can't you just oil like a Warcraft series, perhaps? What about that?
you'll hear that.
I feel like
on
we
the
have some
heartbeat.
billionaires in the chat. Come on.
It grows louder and louder, climaxing in a room called the Slough of Despair. Wait, D-I-S... Never mind.
Despair.
But venturing into the heart of the crypts, into the deepest pit, and listening closely. I have a small penis. Well, never mind that. Well, what could possibly top that, you're wondering? What is the most petrifying, heinous, and terrifying thing in World of Warcraft?
Oh, fuck! What? You can buy a WoW subscription for 176,000 gold? Is that true? What? No way!
Once upon a time, a long time ago, a game was released, an MMORPG based off the Warcraft series called World of Warcraft. You could pick 9 different classes, adventure with your friends, and explore a massive virtual world. It took the world by storm. Players were sucked into their addiction and invested thousands
It's
and
not an
thousands of hours
addiction,
into
right?
this virtual world. A meaningful and rewarding loot system,
It's not
a
an
thriving
addiction.
community,
We're just
a
having
fun and
fun.
chaotic PvP experience, a set of classes that are all unique from each other, and a
Just relaxing
challenging
a little
but
bit.
rewarding raiding scene. It redefined the MMO genre and quickly earned the praise
Just
and
having a little
adoration
fun,
of
man.
players worldwide. But as time moved on, players watched the game they loved and adored slowly being changed into something else. Dungeon Finder, Raid Finder, heirlooms, level boosts, a third furry race,
Ew! Ew!
basic core functions,
What?
a third
That's so ugly. Oh my god. Ew.
furry race. Basic core functions to the MMO genre were deemed by a few to be too time-consuming or annoying, so slowly but surely, Blizzard pandered to this audience, and the game was changed into a slot machine roulette wheel.
Okay.
Blizzard pandered to this
There
audience.
should not be a motorcycle in World of Warcraft. What the fuck? Okay, I guess engineering. But still, it doesn't fit. Just give me a horse with wheels or something. That's weird.
And the game was changed into a slot machine roulette wheel
Okay,
loot
there's goblins,
casino
I guess.
with aspects of mobile gaming.
I just put
and
some
even
wheels on a horse,
cash
so.
shop. The game today holds a meager amount of subscribers compared to its glory days, as players fled in horror of what it's become.
Why he laugh like that? Why he laugh like that? Oh god, video is over. Ah, fuck. Hey, good video though. Stay. Let me copy it to you.